After scrolling on TikTok for way too long again, you notice these extremely hard edits that keep popping up on your For You page. You go ahead and do some research, install After Effects and all the necessary plugins. Finally you open it up, and then what is this? All these confusing buttons and names. How does this all work? And if only there was someone who could teach me. Don't worry, because when I started to create edits, I felt the same. Maybe even worse. So today I'm here to cover the whole process of how to create a hard TikTok edit and gain more followers and likes. And as I already said in the intro, we're going to use After Effects and all the necessary plugins. When you first open After Effects, you're going to look at the screen, and what we're going to want to do from here is go New Composition. Just click on the button that says Create New Composition. There should be lots of settings here. Don't worry, this is pretty simple. These resolution values at the top are just going to dictate which ratio your edit is later exported to. Now, because I want to upload my edit to TikTok, I want to use a format that works for TikTok. In my case, I like to use 1170 by 1560. Or you could use 1080 by 1080 or so on. It doesn't really matter. Just choose one that works on whatever social media you want to upload your edit to. The framework that your edit is in, and obviously you want to put the highest value in order to make your edit look smooth. I would suggest not going past 60 FPS though, because it's just going to take a lot more time to render. Phones that are going to watch your edit is not going to be able to display 60 FPS anyway. Last but not least is the duration of your edit, which basically just means how long your edit is going to be. Don't worry, you can change all the settings later, so for now I'm just going to put it to 30 seconds. Just press OK, and now your screen should look something like this. What you're looking at now is just Composure, where we put our clips together, sound and edit it, because we need to find good scene packs now. The best scene pack accounts are usually on Instagram, and what they do is basically filter out all the scenes of certain characters from a show or movie and put them as one video, so it's easy to find your scenes for one character. If you're struggling to find audio for your edits, I suggest you look at either YouTube, SoundCloud or TikTok. You can search up edit audios on either of those platforms and it will save you a lot of time. And now you want to download your footage and sound, and we're going to import them to After Effects, and this is pretty straightforward. Under File, we're going to select Import Multiple Files and then select all the files you want to import. Hit Import, and now you should see under your project, now just tap, drag it into the timeline. You're going to do the same, just drag it into the timeline, and now you should see this on the screen. The length of the sound and duration of the composition don't match, so I'm going to right click, go to the composition settings and adjust the value till it fits. Now when you edit your footage and sound, the actual editing is going to start. The first thing that we want to do is mark our beat drops, so that we know when we have to switch scenes according to sound. Go ahead, right click onto your sound, select Keyframe Assistant and hit Audio into Keyframes. As you can see, there's a new red layer appearing now. We're going to click on that and then press U on our keyboard to bring up all these values. Select the one that says both channels and click on Graph Editor. Now you can see lots of spikes in your graph, so we're just going to zoom in a bit, and every time you see a high spike, it's going to mean that there's a beat drop. So we're going to go ahead and mark that right there, place the marker, do that for every beat drop in the spikes and on the timeline now. And now we have a nice audio, I guess, of the beat drops, and now we know where the beats are and when to change scenes. And now you can finally add your footage to make them fit the drops. And to do that, we're going to use the same pack that we imported earlier. So just click onto your project, select the same pack, and drag it in, double click on the footage. And now you're going to have to add an extra timeline. When you double click on the layer, you're just going to see, scroll down to the same pack. And every time you find a clip that you might like, go ahead, press this little bracket, and as you can see, our timeline is going to cut to the exact place. We're now going to right click, press go to marker time, and hit Ctrl-Shift-D on our keyboard. As you can see, this will isolate the clip. Now you just have to repeat this process over and over again until we have all the clips. Once you search out all of the clips you want for your edit, we're just going to make some adjustments to them. Because as you can see, they're not fitting the size of the composition and they're a bit tilted to the left. The best thing is to put the face of the character always in the center of the screen. So now we're just going to adjust the size of them. Select all of them at once by pressing Ctrl-Shift. Now we're going to press S and increase the value till you can't see the black bars into the bottom anymore. And the clip is way too zoomed. Just decrease this a bit until it just fits. Position your clip and we're going to press onto the clip, press P on our keyboard, then change the X value, which is on the left. In my case, I have to increase it because I want to move the clip to the right. Do that until it fits. And apply this step to every clip. Now once you adjusted all of your clips to the composition size, there's two more settings you want to enable before adding the actual effects. Because as you remember earlier, we set our conversion frame rate to 60 FPS, but maybe your clips won't be in 60 FPS from the beginning. Maybe in 24, 30 or 25. You're going to want to do this so you don't lose any smoothness of your edits. And don't worry, this is very simple. And this is going to be frame blending. We're just going to go in all of the clips by holding Control Shift, and we're just going to button that says frame blending. We're going to click that twice so it looks like this, and suggest you add motion blur to mute all of your clips except for the intro. Now, if you'd like to see a part 2 on how to add all the effects and stuff, make sure to leave a comment down below, like, subscribe, and I guess I'll see you in the next video.